Hey, good afternoon. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in North Georgia. And if you're like me, I've started taking down my Christmas decor and now I'm trying to put in more of a winter theme into my house. And I thought I would just share a couple ideas with you and hope that they inspire you today. And so I'm outside since it's gorgeous. And I wanted to show you, I have a few planters here on my deck outside. So I've taken everything out. I had these decorated for Christmas. So now I've just got two really boring planters. And I wanted to show you how I transformed it into this. So here's one I've just completed. And it's a mix of greenery. And I've added some aspen branches into it for height. And if you like this style or something similar, I'm going to take you through the steps and show you how I put this together and what it takes to do something similar in your house. Again, I'm on the back deck. This is all artificial here except for the antlers, which I, as you know, use those periodically in my decor. And this is all artificial, so it will be fine without watering and it won't change the look throughout the season. And so I'm going to show you step by step how to put this together. I've bought 6 of these aspen branches. Actually, they're more like trunks. They're a little thick. They are about 4 feet in length. They are natural, so they do have some bends, some knots. And I bought 6 of these. So I'm going to put 3 in each of the planters. And I don't know if you noticed, but in my planter, I use them at different heights. It's just personal preference. You can put them all at the same height. They can be shorter, whatever you want to do. But I've put them in at 3 different heights. Hopefully you can see that here. So let's go ahead and put these into the planter. Okay, we've got the 3 stems, branches, whatever you want to call them, into the planter. Now these planters have real dirt in them because I do plant flowers in here in the spring. So this is just something I'm doing for the winter. I don't always use artificial greenery, but for me, this time of year, it's the best thing to do where I live. So next we're going to start by putting in the larger, here, let me show you. These are large branches of a kind of a cypress, and they have a hook on them, but we're not going to use that. But they are about 2 feet in length, pretty full, and those are going to fill in the base of the potter. The next thing I added is this pick here that is more of, I'm not sure what this is, kind of a Norfolk pine. Again, these are very long stems that we're going to bend and work in and use some different textures and mix this in with the cypress that we just added to the planter at first. So now I'm going to put these picks in and show you what that looks like. So the ones I just put in, I put more straight and added some height to the back of the planter. You can see here I didn't bend the stems. I used those straight and pushed those down into the dirt. Again, left some height across the back of the planter. So I hope that's able to figure that out in this picture. But again, I've got 3 of those going across the back. The next thing we're going to do is add some more fillers. And this time I have these cascading cypress fillers. They're really long and they look great going over the edge of the planter. And they're pretty full, so they'll add some texture to the center of the planter. So let's go ahead and we'll put a few of those in. Okay, so now I have 2 of those in. As you can see, it's getting much fuller looking in appearance. You don't see any of the dirt anymore. You've got cascading down the sides, making it look full. And next, I'm going to put in my favorite, which are the magnolias. So I've got some magnolia picks here. So we're going to grab 3 of those. So I have 3 of these picks. And they too are probably about 2 feet long, including the stems. But we're going to go ahead and push those all the way in and add some texture and a little bit different colors to the planter, and I'll show you what that looks like. I've got the magnolia stems in now, and again, there's 3 of those that I've placed, keeping this a little more symmetrical than I do on all of my designs, but I like this one. And so the next thing we're going to do is add some smaller cypress picks to fill in, and I'm going to show you. These are only about a foot, and they're much smaller, and they are very inexpensive. They're great to have, and they're going to fill in where I see need for mixing, and especially around those magnolia leaves, to again add that texture to the planter. Let's take a look. I hope you can see the cypress, the smaller picks that we just put in. I just put in here, and it again blends in and mixes a little bit more natural texture to the planter. The next thing I did was added my antlers, which I like bringing in some of nature into this design, and so I've saved a couple of antlers from inside that I decorated with and brought those out. So now we're going to place those into the planter. So I've placed 2 antlers, one on each side, and just set those in there. I didn't secure them. I don't think I need to. They're pretty heavy, and they're mixed into the greenery. Again, we're all about texture here and interest. So you want the planter to look appealing from a distance when we look out from our living room to the deck, but also as you approach a space or a planter or anything you're working on, as you get closer, you want the visitors to be intrigued by the textures and by the elements that make up the design. So you always want to have an overall look from the back and then carry that through as interest as you get closer. So just remember that when you're designing. You want to constantly step back, take a look, see how it looks from a distance. And then as you get closer, does it hold your interest? Does it make you want to, incorporate more nature, natural elements? And so in this case, I went out in the yard, picked up a few pine cones. So I'm just going to blend those in. And I got little bitty pine cones today, but that's all I could find right now. I have some large ones that I use to decorate inside, but I don't have those handy. So I'm going to put these pine cones and just mix those in. Again, we're going to add texture, interest as you get closer to a design. I've got a few more here I'm going to pick up and put those in as well. So there. Now I have finished my planters, and they will look good throughout the winter until it's time for spring and the temperatures are warmer and I can put real plants and flowers in. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, ideas, please share. I love to hear your feedback, and I hope you're inspired to do something with your planters at home. Instead of looking at empty planters all winter, get out there and do something.